All right. Welcome to the stream. This is a new setup, and I don't know if it's going to work. So I tested it earlier, and it had big issues, and I think it was because my laptop's battery, and I piped my iMac through the laptop. The laptop does the streaming, the iMac does the stuff you see here. The laptop is plugged in, but it's on its battery. It's gone down 5% battery in the past 3 minutes. So, I don't know why it's not charging. But my guess is that when that battery gets low, the stream is going to start stuttering again. So I'm not sure. I need to figure that part out. I turned off the battery optimization. The thing's plugged in. Don't know how else to handle it here because it definitely seems plugged in. I'm just going to double check. Yep, that's plugged in. So we'll see. I spent all morning trying to figure that out, and unfortunately, I wanted to bring people on, so I was going to use Restream through OBS or OBS through Restream. For any of you who know Restream, but unfortunately, it didn't work. In one setting, there's too much of a delay, which would just make it annoying to talk to people with a 1 second delay. And in the other method, where I could make OBS export a virtual webcam, it doesn't export audio. So you wouldn't be able to hear anything, including me talking, because me talking goes through OBS. And the audio from this computer over here. So, that doesn't work. So I'll have to figure it out. The other software I've been using, Ecamm Live, does have, it looks like, a call-in feature. But it doesn't have the cool bells and whistles. Like, if I wanted to go away for a little bit, I could do this. And when I come back, I do that. So that's cool. Yeah, Ecamm doesn't do the alpha transition. So, anyways, let's do some coding while my battery slowly runs out. It's now at 42%. It was at 48% when last I reported on it. It still says battery source or power source battery. I don't know why it's not taking charge from the power. Yeah, it makes no sense. Huh. Yeah, that's annoying. This is now 40%. Just got to do 2% more. All right. Well, we'll see what we can get through. I wanted to implement the changes I did yesterday with the character creation scene before I forget, because I will forget. So let's just open up the new game, and essentially we're going to be checking out when we add and remove items when skills are added. That's the only thing I think is affected by our changes yesterday. So we can look for that in the code with my debug logs. So we'll just press play and see what happens. We can go to skills, clear this out. So I'm going to hit chain and pause there because somewhere here, add starring items here. All right. Character controller. Character creation scene controller, not character controller. Add starting item skill name and the stat and skill. All right, let's see. And the starting item change starting item name is curious. So this is where we need to make a change. because it's no longer going to be this get value string starting item. Instead, it's going to be, let's see, string item name equals ss dot now equals game data dot data dot game dot, there we go, items dot get item by UID ss dot dictionary dot get value item. Get value item starting item. And is that not going to work? So it's going to be item.name, but I don't think we're going to need, let's see. I think we can do item and call this starting item, and then we can say if starting item equals null, then we'll return. So if we didn't get a starting item, then we'll return, and then debug log starting item full name, we'll do that. If items get item equals null, could not get a starting item. We've already checked for that now. Okay. And we can do that. And item new item equals starting item clone. That's actually less code than before. Okay. All right, and then this is the other thing. If it's a magic book, this is just boilerplate in the character creation scene code. Let me see something. Oh man, battery's now at 32%. It's gonna start stuttering when it gets down low, and I'm gonna have to figure out why this laptop's not charging. Annoying. All right. Okay, so if we have a magic book, then we need to get the spell name, and that's we're gonna have to do some gymnastics here, maybe a little flip or two, nothing much. But if we remind ourselves how we're storing this data, might need to add a little bit. So we've got items. Actually, it's going to be starts and skills. Something like Air Magic. It's going to have a starting spell. Where did I might need to update my code because these should be turned on. But they weren't. They're still listed, it just wasn't exposed. So that's a bug on my part that they didn't save the value that these should be turned on. I'll have to make the update. So we got the Magic Book and Magic Missiles Novice. Now, I'm no longer going to utilize this string. It's there right now, so it's not going to, nothing's going to break right now until I change code. But I need to change this to here. And so Magic Missile Novice is not quite correct because I need this string to exist. And so I'm going to move this string onto Magic Missile Novice. And so in my items, spells, I'm going to go to Magic Missiles. Actually, first I need to add the, and we're going to call this Magic Book Suffix. And it's going to be a string, only on the item. And so, for instance, Magic Missile of Magic Missiles. And don't think I need to add the rest because I'm only going to be dealing with the novice when I pull this information. All right, so of Magic Missiles. And that means here I need to get this value now needs to come from here instead. So we need to first grab the UID of the spell. So we're going to say string spell UID equals, and we can copy most of this, get value item spell, and that's going to be the UID. And then we need to get the spell itself. So this is going to be item spell, we'll say starting spell equals game.spells.get item by UID and spell UID. Okay, so now I can make this one line just by going like this. Get rid of this part. Actually, I might need to save that. Actually, let's see. So I'll keep that for now. So new item suffix name is going to be starting spell dot get dot dictionary dot get value string magic book suffix. Okay, and then suffix itself is going to be game items get suffix new item suffix name. Okay, and suffix must live then. All those must be set up here. In the suffixes, sure enough, of magic missiles. So, actually, since I have suffixes, I'm going to have to do some more coding on the modules. Because my goal is to be able to change this name without changing anything else. But right now, spells, not spells, stats and skills, wherever it went, specifies it. No, actually, no, it spells it because I'm not specifying it here. I'm now specifying on the spells right here. So I need this to be a drop down for prefixes and suffixes. So I can add that. I'm gonna have to do it. Hey there, Vian Seifu. I'm gonna have to add that after this because it's gonna require just a little bit of coding on the modules to expose prefixes and suffixes in that way. But that would make it a little bit more straightforward. So if I change the name of the suffix here, it will effectively change it everywhere. And these all have UIDs already. They should. Yes, they do. Let's see, items, suffixes. Oh, yes, they do. Yes, they do. Okay. Unity bug. All right. So back to the code. Okay, so we're getting magic book suffix, and then suffix equals game items get suffix by that name. So essentially it's going to return this item mod, and then new item suffix UID equals new item suffix UID. So that's caching that value so we can call it later. Because this object itself can't be serialized. It's a scriptable object. It can't be serialized, so instead we save it because we want that there. But we also cache the UID so that on loading of data we can pull this up again through the same method. Okay, so that should work. I think. Let's give it a try. RPG Builder is in the Humble Bundle. I am aware. I assume you're a fan? Seifu is fine. Okay. I was going to call you VN. I'll call you Seifu instead. Am I pronouncing it right? Okay. Still having some bugs here with Unity, but let's see if we have any bugs with our game. Skills. Chain. That seemed to work. And so, oh, unequipping worked too. That's surprising. Let's see if we can do spells. Aha, good. Okay. No, I mean not good. I was figuring there would be a bug. So sometimes when there's no bug, I get weirded out, you know what I mean? Hey, thanks for pointing people to my packs. I'm not getting distracted. I mean, much. Let's see. New item. This is saying there's no reference exception. Is new item not being populated? Starting item for Magic Mind is Magic Book. Okay, debug. New item. I think my wrists are in the wrong spot for typing. New item dot name, full name. Let's print that out. I think I would have gotten an error here. Yeah, I mean Magic. If it got to here, then it had to have been. You would think 172. So maybe it's suffix. Maybe it's this that's going wrong. New item suffix name. Okay, so we're gonna say, oh, I know why, because I didn't set that up for everything. So let me do that real quick. Oh man, battery's down to 13% on the laptop that's not charging even though it's plugged in. Alright. So the reason why this happened is because I only set up of magic missiles. I didn't set up the rest, so I just have to do that. So we're going to look at statue skills, and that was air magic. Body magic is of healing touch. So items, spells. All of those. So Earth is of stun. I think I actually just named these all like of weakness. I want the option of changing the names later, but of heroism. Of poison. Yeah, so healing touch is just healing. Oh, of healing touch, I guess. Okay. Of fire arrow. Alright, now it says my Mac will sleep soon unless I'm plugged into a power outlet. So if the stream ends unexpectedly, it's because my laptop is currently freaking out. Probably figure that out and then stream again later tonight while I do this. Alright, so those should work now. Let's see. Okay, so there's a bug there when we try to remove one. No prefab group found with the name Magic Book and type. Okay. So hey, Paul. Hey, everyone. So just if you just got here, the stream might die unexpectedly because my laptop is plugged in, but it thinks it's not plugged in, and it's down to 7% battery. Oh, I'm not using the laptop for the stuff. I'm on my iMac over here. This just gets piped into the laptop, which does the lifting on the stream itself. Yeah, and I might stream a little later. Jason's story for you and for me and for everyone else who wants to join the stream one day. I found out that Ecamm Live does have a method to bring people in. Yeah, so the resolution is also an issue. I'm using OBS today, and I'll show you why before it disappears, because I can do stuff like this. See? Now that's fancy. Now it's not perfect. The sound is weird, but it's much cooler than before. And I've got these little, these things. Little overlays, but I wasn't able to get it working with Restream, and the resolution only 720. I can change that. Can I change it live? Let's see. Output. I don't think I can change it live. No, I can't change it live, but that was the suggested settings. So yeah. All right, so we got a bug here. It's saying object reference not found. So if we go back just a little bit, this is removing the starting item. So we just need to make the same changes here. So removing starting item, Air Magic. Item name is going to be starting item. That's going to be Magic Book, and we were able to get the starting item, I think. Okay, so deactivate group. So type apparently is not being piped through properly. All right, so where does that come from? It comes from here. Equip spot. just change these. And check debug.log, found starting item. All right, and equip spot. Let's just see what happens. Yep, I think I need to go back to Ecamm Live because that was fine before. Did you finish XR debugging? I hope. All right, try again. Let's go to someone with magic skills. Earth magic. All right, and unequip. All right, so magic book, equip slot, no pre-group, Fred group. I mean, you don't equip this, so there should be no equip spot on a magic book, really. So this happens when we've already learned the skill. We're going to remove the skill and remove the starting item, skill name. Okay. Now there is no equip spot for magic books. I mean, let's confirm that because magic books don't get equipped like a sword. So let's just confirm the details here. It's player 4. So player element 3. And learn skills, 0, learn spells. Learn skills should not, well, I guess we removed it before the error. Inventory, we have the magic book here. This is what we need to remove, but it's not equipped, it's in our inventory. And there's no equip spot. Value string is empty. So, interesting that this code is causing an error now when it didn't cause an error before. Or maybe it didn't, I just never actually unequipped one of these. So I guess what we really need to say, if there is no equip spot, then we don't need to